Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Jones and I am the current Students Association President. A warm welcome to everyone to the announcement of the successful candidates who will represent you in the 2022-2024 term. We have had a fantastic array of candidates this year, and we want to extend our thanks to each and every one of them for committing time to nominating, campaigning and representing the association during the election period. The election results will be posted to the news section on our homepage, so head over to oustudents.com to find out more. Now, without further ado, let's see who your new student leaders are going to be.
The Board of Trustees have the ultimate legal responsibility for the association's affairs, and the board exercises its power subject to relevant legislation in addition to our Articles of Association and bylaws. During these elections, we have filled 5 of the 6 trustee roles. Your 2022-2024 student trustees are Anka Seaton, Charles Wrong, Claire Wallace, Fanny Zomba, and Jonathan Doran. Please help me congratulate the newly elected trustees.
Next, we will announce the association area reps. Nation and area representatives have the primary responsibility of supporting the development of the student community in their area, representing the views of students to the Central Executive Committee and the Open University. So, without further ado, here are your 2022 to 2024 area reps. The new area rep for England is Elizabeth Scully. For Ireland, the successful candidate is Stephen Hughes. Next up, we move on to the international area rep position. Your successful candidate is Mohay Adine. Scotland is next, and your votes mean that Paul Reid is your new Scottish area rep. And last, but definitely not least, your new area rep for Wales is Raid Townsend. Congratulations to all the successful candidates, and a huge thank you to the candidates who got involved.
Now we move on to our faculty reps, who have the primary responsibility of ensuring students studying in different faculties are represented with regards to all areas of the student experience. We are electing reps for 4 out of the 5 faculties today, so without further ado, here are your new faculty reps for 2022 to 2024. The new Arts and Social Sciences faculty rep is Claire Pettifer. For Business and Law, your successful candidate is Benjamin Mansell. Next, the Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics faculty rep is Yasmin Fitzpatrick. And finally, your new Wellbeing, Education and Language faculty rep is Nicola Connolly. Congratulations to all successful candidates, and thank you so much to all those who stood for a faculty rep position.
Now on to the student member of council, who has primary responsibility for supporting the university's council, the governing body of the university. This year there were 7 fantastic candidates standing for the role, and the successful candidate is Mossy Taylor. Congratulations to you, and thank you to all who stood.
Next up is Vice President Administration. So VP Admin has primary responsibility for the association's assets, financial management and the rules. There were many fantastic candidates standing for this role, and we want to thank all of you for your participation. Your 2022 to 2024 VP Administration is Michael Bryan. Congratulations.
Now it's time to announce the successful candidate for Vice President Community. VP Community is responsible for encouraging and enabling a vibrant and supportive student community, enabling OU students to engage with and participate in the association at local, national and international levels. I'm happy to announce that your 2022 VP Community is Cassandra Flowers. Congratulations on your new role.
Next up, the Vice President Education, who has the responsibility for keeping the university's educational programs and related matters under continuous review, and for overseeing academic representation. This year had a stiff competition, and your successful VP Education candidate is Laura Marulanda Carter. A huge congratulations to you. Now it's time to announce the successful candidate for the role of Vice President Engagement. VP Engagement has the responsibility for oversight of the association's strategic aims of improving our members' awareness of and engagement with the association. The 2022 to 2024 VP engagement is Louise Robinson. A huge congratulations to you.
Moving on to Vice President Equality, Diversity and Inclusion. This person is responsible for ensuring the association fulfills its commitments to equality, diversity and inclusion in accordance with relevant legislation and policy. Your successful 2022-2024 candidate is Oakley Monk Owen. Thank you to all candidates who stood in this year's election for the position of VP EDI.
Next up is Vice President Student Support. This position has the responsibility of ensuring that the university provides the necessary support for students and enabling them to study. As such, is a particularly wide-ranging remit. There were 7 fantastic candidates standing for the role, and your 2022 to 2024 VP Student Support will be Nicola Ann Boffey. Thank you so much to all of the candidates who stood for this position.
Moving on to the penultimate role of Deputy President. They work with the President, supporting them to lead the Central Executive Committee. There were many fantastic candidates running for the role of Deputy President this year, and we thank you all for your participation. The successful 2022 to 2024 Deputy President candidate is Natalie Anane Adeje.
And your final role to be announced is the Students' Association President. They are the elected head of the association and are responsible for leading our organisation and ensuring that the objectives of the OU Students' Association are met. There were such a range of passionate and dedicated candidates for presidents this year, and we thank all of you for your time and commitment wanting to be involved. Your 2022 to 2024 president will be Margaret Greenaway. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for taking part in the Students' Association Leadership Elections 2022.